Alright, hopefully this is actually working because I've had some technical difficulties the past 2 days trying to do this live stream, and I really like doing these in the morning, so hopefully this will actually work. And I'm going to sit here and look at, I'm going to see if anyone's actually in here because that's what's been happening. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Someone's in here. Okay, good. So that means this is live, so that's good. And what am I going to rant about today? I'm going to rant about... actually, actually, I had a whole thing planned for today because today was a big news day because today was the big jobs report day. And I wanted to talk about that, and it's not like it's not funny. Look at this headline. Dow rises 100 points following jobs report miss, which means the Dow is going higher because we had a bad jobs report. Because of the bad jobs report, that means the Fed's going to wait to raise interest rates. It's this whole... anyway, I had a whole plan. That's not what I'm going to talk about today, though. Because I had something that happened yesterday that really kicked me off, and I'm rambling. So which I notice that I do in these live streams. I ramble, and I'm sorry, but let me get at what happened to me yesterday. Because I want to talk about why I think it is that vegans are jerks. And by the way, I'm not saying that all vegans are jerks. I know that I've made, since I've started eating vegan last year, or mostly vegan, it's not like, guys, I haven't been perfect. I've actually eaten meat a couple times since I've been vegan. I've eaten meat, I think 4 times since... Anyway, the point is, I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect, I'm vegan, I'm better than you, but I am saying that since I've made this change last year, my whole thing was, to be honest, call me a bad vegan, but when I first got into it, it was not for ethical reasons. It was because I was interested in doing a high-carb diet to help manage my weight and the starch solution, and I was more into trying to use diet to help my MS. It was more for health, and I didn't really get into the ethical side of it until after I already started. Maybe a week or 2 into it, I started looking deeper into that. The point is when I started doing this, my thing was, okay, because I'm the only vegan I know, literally, in my life, nobody's vegan, nobody's vegetarian, nobody's, and I'm also not the type of person to want to, rock the boat or, deep down inside, I think every vegan's goal, or maybe, I know definitely for myself, it's like my heart sings a little bit if anybody that's not vegan entertains the idea of becoming a vegan, or I feel like my dream is somebody else turning to veganism. That's maybe how a Christian wants you to join Christianity. It's deep down, it's what I want inside, right? Is for more people to become vegan because I'm not a fan of the animal suffering. So anyway, that's my deep down hope, right? But I've also known that, okay, I know no vegans. This is what I'm doing here is very not popular. It's the type of thing that yuppies do. It's like a... So, I was thinking, okay, I need to think about my approach here because basically what I'm getting at is I make a point not to preach. I don't, I live with my family, none of them are vegan. Do you think I say shit? I don't say anything. I don't say, oh, hey, that meat, not only is it unethical, it's also the calories come entirely from fat and cholesterol. I don't get into it. I really don't. I just eat my thing. I buy my shit and I eat it. And I actually just got myself a bunch of fake meat and I'm excited to try it. It's being delivered tomorrow. Anyway, the point is I'm very peaceful. I don't say anything. I just do my thing. I just eat my non-meat or dairy food, and that's it, and I don't say anything. Sometimes people notice and they ask, and at that point I'll say, yeah, I am vegan. But I don't get into it. Mostly because I don't think it's effective. I did not become vegan because I had some vegan in my face. That's because, like I said, I don't know any vegans. So it was really my own research that brought me to this point, and it was my own uh, inclination to look into this stuff. It wasn't because I had someone in my face. And I'm not saying that people that are in your face about it are like bad or annoying, but I am saying that for me, that's not why I went vegan, and I'm not sure how effective that would be. And also, if I were in people's face about eating meat or whatever, they would. Um, I didn't want people to hate me. I don't know. I didn't want to push everybody away, but I did want to do my own thing here. I didn't want to eat meat. I don't know if I can change the world, make everybody vegan tomorrow, but I do know that I can. The point is that I'm vegan and peaceful. Like I'm vegan, I eat my vegan food, but I don't, or I try to be vegan. Like I said, haven't been perfect since I made this change last fall. But the point is that I'm peaceful, I do my thing, I don't, I mean, if it comes up, you know, I, if it comes up in the sense of like, see, the reason why I feel like, even though I'm not in people's face about veganism, why I'm effective is I've also happened to, I've lost a lot of weight. Not necessarily by eating vegan, but I have. So people ask me, what do you eat? So I get to say, well, I actually eat a lot of carbs. I'm on a high carb vegan diet. And I feel like that's more effective than saying to people, oh, I don't eat meat because it's cruel, and don't you know that like that doesn't. I wonder if it's more effective for me to be nice and look, I eat vegan, and look, I'm the healthiest weight I've ever been. Not only am I the healthiest weight, I've also, I'm just healthier in general. When I was in the hospital last month, I was getting IV steroids for my MS relapse, which raises your blood sugar significantly, or it can. So they checked my blood sugar like 4 times a day after I ate, and I was eating like uh, so many carbs, so many, and my blood sugar was always under 100. My blood sugar is stable. My lab work was beautiful. I'm super healthy. So I feel like I'm super healthy, I'm managing my weight, and I feel like that may be more effective in my case to switch people to veganism or to think about veganism than if I'm in their face like, what are you eating? That pig suffered, right? In fact, here's this video of this pig suffering. I don't know how effective that would be the people I know. The point is, let me talk about what happened yesterday. This was a very long intro. Okay, so yesterday I went to a bar, which may have been mistake number one. I don't know why I go to bars anymore. Seriously. No offense, people that go to bars. It's kind of depressing. There was a woman there that my friend knew who was drinking, but what's bad about that is she's on dialysis, and I don't know, there was another guy there who's like flirting with me, but I mean, I guess because he was also yelling and cursing about his ex-wife and yelling about her, and they have problems, but he's like still having sex with her. I don't know. It's like this whole thing. I don't know if I'm a bar person anymore. But anyway, this girl I know who's very cool. She's she's very cool. This is why I'm so disappointed. I was sitting at the bar minding my business, and okay, yeah, I wasn't drinking, because I don't know, drinking, I don't know, I wasn't, whatever, I was sitting there eating French fries, and that were I covered them in barbecue sauce and sriracha. Anyway, I'm just sitting there minding my business, eating my fries, and, this girl, we were talking, just LOLing, having a good time, and she goes, and she starts like, she's kind of in my face a little bit, and she's like, isn't it annoying when vegans, she's like talking, and she's trying to be funny, like she was saying when vegans, you know, basically the gist of when vegans are in your face and they try to make you feel bad about what you're eating, and it's kind of like, so it got to a point I had to be like, well, I'm trying to laugh, but you know I'm vegan, right? And she says, yeah, I know, but isn't it annoying when? And it's like she was wanting me to agree with her, and it's like I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry that you know people like that. I don't know. Like she was trying to bait me to agree with her that vegans are annoying, and I'm just not gonna. I'm sorry, and that's why vegans hate you. Because I'm literally just sitting there peacefully eating my fries. And you're like in my face because I'm vegan. I don't even talk. I don't promote I don't even have a vegan t-shirt, okay? I just do my thing. I'm sitting here eating fries instead of a hamburger. I'm sorry if that offends you. Maybe it was offensive because I did cover those fries in sauces. I mean, actually it wasn't just the barbecue sauce and sriracha. I put, there was ketchup on there and, yeah, I mean, they were sagging. But you know what? Whatever. Maybe that's why she was mad. I don't know. But it's like, I was getting mad. And I typically don't get mad. But I was getting mad. And I was about to, luckily something happened that interrupted this conversation. It was, I forget, like someone was getting her attention. Or maybe someone was grabbing mine. It disbanded, basically. And I remember being very disappointed because it's like, what did I ever, I was about to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I ever say anything to you ever about how you eat meat? This girl could have been vegan for all I know. I don't talk about this stuff. I don't promote it. I just do it. So it kind of goes to show, no matter what, people might be offended by anything you say or do. Seriously. I don't promote. Maybe on my personal Facebook. See, because there were some Olympic athletes, some Olympic weightlifters that are vegan, this in the Rio Olympics, and I've posted about that on Facebook. Like that's the most vegan activism that I'll do. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, because I'm just making a point. Like, oh hey, look at the whole you needing meat for a protein argument is invalid because look, these are like the strongest people in the world and they don't eat meat. You know, I like spreading stuff like that, but I don't even say that. I just share the article, you know, like I make a point not to be offensive and people get offended by me not eating meat anyway. I just remember being so floored last night, and maybe it was just a sign that I need to stay the F out of bars. Because the whole thing with that woman on dialysis drinking thing was depressing. That guy hitting on me while he was yelling about his ex-wife that he still has sex with was depressing me. A lot of things were depressing me, actually. And maybe I just need to... Also, because I need like a cane or whatever to get around and I'm kind of wobbly. And just with the comments, I don't know, it was just annoying. And I think it's because, you know, people don't really understand. Maybe they don't know what to say, and guys also like, I guess, flirting, and they don't know what to say, so they make like a joke about the cane, and anyway, that's why vegans are assholes, okay? Because you guys, or not you, I'm sorry, but, you know, sometimes we're ostracized for no reason by meat eaters, but I'm just like, I just can't believe that happened to me yesterday because I don't say anything to anybody. And honestly, it makes me, after that experience, now all of a sudden I do want to say shit. You know, I've been so peaceful about this whole vegan thing, you know, I don't even try to convince people to not eat meat. I just let my own actions and my own life speak for itself, I guess. I don't feel the need to push on anybody, but now I want to push, and this live stream is like the first of that, because seriously, like I'm sorry my sitting here not eating a hamburger is offending you somehow. Screw you. You know, like that's how I feel. You know, at least you get to stand there and talk about it. The animals don't get to say anything. They don't have a voice. You're just standing there enjoying them because they're tasty or whatever. You don't even need the protein. Please, don't convince yourself. You know, if an Olympic weightlifter doesn't need meat, then neither does your sedentary ass. I'm sorry. I'm like, but I'm getting mad like this because I was singled out for no reason. I've never, ever, ever in this bar or wherever tried to convince people to stop eating meat, passed out vegan pamphlets, or anything like that. You know, maybe I mentioned once to this girl that I'm vegan because it comes, you know, well, actually, what it is I remember one time I was starving at this bar, and this girl's husband works there, and I said, "Hey Jeff, can I have a They had I was looking on the board to see what I could eat. I was starving, and I saw chili with a roll. So I said, "Hey Jeff, could I have just, you know, the chili and roll? Can I just have a roll? Well, actually, can I have a couple rolls?" And he's like, "All right." And he's like, "That's weird." And I said, "Yeah, I don't eat meat." And I think that's it, you know. And then he's like, "You want butter?" And I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Oh, so you're vegan?" And I said, "Yeah." I mean, that's it. That's as far as it goes. Like, I don't, you know, I don't promote, I don't wear a t-shirt, I don't anything. And I still had some girl in my face about it yesterday, and it ticks me off. Because, yeah, now I feel like being a bitch about it. I wasn't a bitch before. But now I feel like being a bitch. Now, and I feel like this is what turns vegans into assholes. It's not people being like, "Oh, it's because they don't have B12, they don't have protein." No, it's because you guys in our face. You know, and it has happened a little bit in my own little nucleus, like in my family, they'll tease, you know, like, you know, and that's kind of like my family though. So I figured that that's just like, family being family, I don't know, teasing. But it just, I mean, it keeps happening, you know, and that's why we get mad, because it's like, why you're making fun of me? You're the one eating a dead animal that's been its short life tortured, and I'm the weird one. That's how it is for us. So how many times you guys watch me on YouTube? There's some of you there's some of you in here right now. How many times have I said to you guys here on YouTube, "This is why you should stop eating meat. This is why it's wrong that you eat meat. Here's the reasons why you should stop eating meat. These are the documentaries you should watch." How many times have I done or said any of that? None. I mean, you can, maybe I've talked about how, my current vegan diet is helping me maintain my weight loss. I talk about it in that context, but that's it. I don't get into the other reasons to be vegan. And you know what? I really resent people coming at me like that when I never say anything about how they eat. It's not that I couldn't care less, but the information's out there, and when they're ready, when they want to, they can take a look at it. In the meantime, don't insult people that are choosing this lifestyle. Don't be in my face about it. Alright, there's a lot going on in the chat. Let me look at the chat real fast. I think I made my point here. It's there's a lot going on in the chat. I don't know. Good morning. Well, I'm sorry everybody that I didn't have live streams the past 2 days. I was having technical difficulties. But I'm glad it seems to be working today. Yeah, speciesist. That's a good way of putting it, because it's like, who are we to say that, like, we could, look, I'm not even the type of vegan, to come out and say like, oh, we're supposed to be herbivores. I don't know that. I don't know if we were eating millions of years ago. I know that we have been eating meat for a long time. So I'm not even going to say that. But what I am, how, you don't, but how, there's, we know enough now to know that we don't have to eat meat, and I also know how animals tend to be treated in animal agriculture. That's enough for me. And the only reason why I'm out here saying all this right now is because, like I said, because I was attacked for no reason, randomly. So, I mean, it's like really this. Yeah. That okay. I mean, I guess it's not even. It's it's not even an addiction to me. I feel it's not even because. Well, I guess I don't know. Call me um see, when I switched to veganism, I had no problems. I didn't crave it. I didn't the only problems that I had with it was socially, was people being like, "Oh, you're vegan. You're not eating meat. That's odd." That was it. I didn't get headaches. I didn't, you know, and I know what it's like to go through withdrawals, or to look, I've given up sugar. I've given up, yeah. So I just feel like anyway, I was singled out for no reason. That's why people um that's why some vegans resort to being assholes, because I've been peaceful this whole time, and I've been just doing my thing, not saying shit, and letting my actions speak for themselves, and here comes somebody in my face about it anyway. And you know what? Good, enjoy your bacon. That's all I got to say about that. Um Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm reading the chat, and it's like, you guys, what are you talking about? Well, I don't, I'm not sitting here. I hope you don't, I don't know enough to like compare what's happening to animals, the slavery, and that's besides what. You know what? Actually, guys, that you're having a talk right now. I feel like it's it's not distracting. It's besides the point. They're good points. I don't mean to sit here and say that these kinds of talks aren't important. But what is important is acknowledging animal agriculture. And, whether it's similar to racism, speciesist, whatever word we want to put to it, it's wrong. And it's wrong. It's very wrong. And, people that eat meat, dismissing it and being like, oh, well, we eat plants, though. That's cruel to plants. Like, that's not funny. That's, you, uh, it's not, uh, yeah, it's just not funny, and it's stupid, and the argument is empty and invalid, just like this whole, oh, well, we need animals, though, we need protein. No. Because of those, like I said, the Olympic weightlifters that are vegan, that weightlifters in the Rio Olympics, the strongest man in America, vegan. Strongest, I think, in Germany as well, also vegan. So it's like invalid arguments, and I'm tired of it. And I've been silent. I've been silent. I've been. You know what? Eat what you want. I've been peaceful. I've been like hanging back. But you know what? I really don't like how I was attacked and singled out for no reason. All right. So these are important conversations in the chat right now, but I also want to just, what's happening now is we have a choice to not participate in this. The only way in this world that's basically run by, you know, uh, corporations. I hate to say it, but in this world, the only way to get anything done is with our wallet. So, it's not like if you decide to go vegan tomorrow that, all of a sudden everything's going to change. But that's you'd be one more person though, and that's how change happens, one person at a time. So, and that's how I've been. Like, okay, I'm going to be one person at a time, and I've been nice. I've been keeping my mouth shut, and like I said, attacked anyway. And I feel like I'm on the right side here, on a socially accepted wrong, and I'll admit I'm not reading everything in the chat, but it's like people comparing it to, just because something may not be as bad as slavery, doesn't mean that it isn't still wrong, and it's not something that we can't avoid. Um, so I just feel like I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just floored about how I was attacked yesterday. I think I just need to stay out of bars because the whole thing was depressing yesterday. Yesterday was like, wait, why do I even come here? That's how it was. All right, so what are we talking about? Yeah, I agree. I'm on the right side. It's, you know, I'm 100% on the right side. I'm sorry. These arguments why, nah, it's okay, go ahead, eat meat, are baseless. So, and I feel like meat eaters deep down understand this, and maybe that's why I was verbally attacked for no reason yesterday. Doing nothing but peacefully eating something that was not meat. So, what are you guys are arguing about? Okay, so what do you think of meat substitutes? Well, I haven't been messing around with the substitutes too much, just because maybe it's like I've been looking at the wrong ones, but they tend to just be kind of like high in fat, high in sodium, highly processed, but recently I just got some groceries. I'm getting them tomorrow, and I got some fake meat. I got that are made with like soy protein something, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I got meatless meatballs, and I'm kind of excited. Though like I said, they're kind of junky. I've heard about some things though, like fake meat burgers, and like it's an exciting time I think to be vegan because it's starting to be more like maybe more people are doing it, and I think people are finally starting to realize that it's not impossible, it's not expensive, um, though a lot of it is junk food, like Verush said, junk food, expensive. Like this fake meat I just got, I looked at the ingredients, it is vegan, but it's not healthy, I get, but it doesn't, not everybody turns to veganism because they want to be healthier. It's because they just that's kind of like a thing that I kind of want to I would like to try to disprove that being vegan automatically means you're like a health nut or like even healthy, because a lot of vegan stuff is not healthy. I think Oreos are vegan, right? I could be wrong. I don't know. And those are awful for you. They're like full of sugar and fat and like um yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. Doesn't, and it also, like the video I posted yesterday, it doesn't mean that you're gonna lose weight. Look, if I I don't know. That I try to be healthy, which I feel like is separate from eating vegan. Like healthy, by that I mean more vegetables, more that's healthy to me. Laying off the fat, the oils, that's healthy to me. Not necessarily eating vegan alone, because some junky stuff is vegan. You know what's vegan? I that I realized, I think most like cake icing is made with like chemicals and like Yeah. Yeah, clean eating is the way to go. Yeah, clean eating doesn't, just because something's vegan doesn't mean that it's clean. Vegan just means that it's not from an animal. It's not an animal product. That's all it is. It doesn't mean it's healthy. And it doesn't mean that'll help you lose weight. I can imagine, like, these Olympic weightlifters that are vegan, I wonder how much they weigh. They don't seem to have problem putting on weight. Those are some big looking guys. So I'm just saying, I went on this tirade. I feel better now that I let it out because I was just really attacked yesterday, guys, seriously, and I had to talk about it. That is true. Sugar clarified, or sugar is clarified with bone char. So that's not vegan either, Plus, it is gross, it is ew. It's the reality though, for some reason. What's up with the weird borders on the left and the bottom? I don't know. And what I need to do is figure out a different way to go live because this app I've been using, it hasn't worked for me the past 2 days now. And I'm really into doing these in the morning. And yeah, I need a new app. So if anybody knows anything about going live on YouTube, I'm using an iPhone because I use this for a camera and everything. If anybody knows anything about it, let me know in the comments, please, because I've been using Wirecast, and I have no idea, like this picture in the corner, I have no idea how to get rid of it. So I'm hoping, I need to investigate this, a different way I can go live. Yeah, I think live streaming on YouTube in general is just kind of annoying. So, but anyway, all right. So I've been doing this half an hour. I'm sorry I was ranting the whole time about. I wanted to have other stuff to talk about, but guys, I had to let this out. So, yeah. But anyway, okay. So, Varush is having a live stream, at 11 Eastern. It's 10:30 now. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time. I'll have a link in the description below. I mean, hey, it wasn't a fight, it was a discussion. Though I wasn't sitting here reading it, but it looks like a discussion. But the thing is that these are topics that we need to talk about. It's uncomfortable. Whatever, what you guys were talking about, let's talk about it, seriously. Because what happens is, when these things don't get talked about, then, kind of like what happened to me last night, it's like, thank God it disbanded, or it was something happened, our conversation was interrupted, but I was about to flip out. And that's not nice. That wouldn't be good for me or her or for veganism. So we don't want to freak out and start insulting each other, because that's not how discussions happen. That's how discussions don't happen. So anyway, yeah, so check out Varush's live stream. She's going live in about half an hour. I'll be there. And yeah. Oh, I don't want no hugging going on here. Please, nobody hug. Okay? No hugging. Just shake hands, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to see no hugs. You might not do it, Verge? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. See what happens when negativity happens? I was attacked last night, with negativity for no reason. Then I come on here and I'm being all negative about it. And and then there's negativity in the chat, and then there's negativity. And now Varush might not be going live. So, I don't know, just saying. That's what happens it's like a negativity fail train. one negative thing just leads to another negative thing, and then before we know it, we're eating hamburgers. That's all right. Well, I'm gonna conclude this. Thank you for coming. I don't want no high fives. Just come to the chat, and that's it. And thank you for coming today. Oh, okay. So I've been doing or I want to do these Monday through Friday mornings, but I might have a surprise one tomorrow evening at some point. Because I missed 2 of them this week, and that really bothers me. So I want to see if I can do another one tomorrow. Because not in the morning though, because tomorrow morning I can't, but like in the afternoon. So yeah, Saturday Night Live. A Saturday Night Live, I feel like would be so much fun. All right. Well, this is running over a little bit, so thank you for coming, and I'm sorry I was bitching the whole time about like I said, this is, what happens though when people bitch at me for no reason. I'm not gonna, not be offended by it. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming, and I'll do a surprise one tomorrow, and you guys should follow me on Twitter because I don't know what time I'm gonna have it tomorrow because I'm not sure what time I'll be home. But I'll mention that on Twitter. So I don't know if you guys still have Twitter. Yeah. All right. This is concluded. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully follow me on Twitter. And please check out Baruch's live stream, which hopefully she's still doing. So have a good day, guys. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.